So, the OpenOffice.org programmability. The OpenOffice architecture is based on UNO, which is Universal Network Objects. Is a component technology that was developed by OpenOffice team. It's like Corba or DCOM from Microsoft. It's language independent, which means OpenOffice is implemented in C++, but you can implement UNO in the language you want, like you got in Python, Java, and then use that to communicate with OpenOffice. Our focus will be Java UNO during this demo. Once you know the API, you don't need to care about the language, but because the concept is the same, and can be used without the Office, which means that can use UNO to build an application architecture, a component architecture above it. So how to start develop these Java extensions? First of all, be sure you got OpenOffice and OpenOffice SDK. The last version is 3.1. You can download from Ubuntu repositories, for example. Be sure you got NetBeans IDE. The last stable version is 6.5.1. And from the NetBeans IDE, you can install this OpenOffice.org API plugin that's developed by Sun Microsystems, and this is the one that allows you to create OpenOffice extension with Java. After you have downloaded the plugin, just configure the path of your OpenOffice installation and the path of SDK, and then you can start development. So the OpenOffice.org API plugin allows you to create 4 kinds of projects. Those projects have wizards, and those wizards already create, for example, the necessary libraries, create the conf files that are necessary as well, already create the Java skeletons that you use in the implementation. For example, you got an OpenOffice add-on that if you wanna put a UI integration in your OpenOffice, you can use that. Impress controller use an add-on, which means that at Impress there is a menu that you can start the connection with the mobile. You can specify if you want this menu just in Impress or Calc 2, whatever you want. You're gonna see later in the demo. You got an OpenOffice Calc add-in that adds calc functions. For example, you can create a function that Sam I told before using this project wizard, specific for the calc spreadsheet. You got an OpenOffice.org component that allow you to implement, for example, the spell checker using the same interface, or you can create new interface and create new libraries for OpenOffice. Use this OpenOffice.org component. And also you got OpenOffice.org client application. That's a predefined client application that is able to invoke OpenOffice and start a session there, and also manipulate those libraries. These plugins allow the easy deployment in the target office. You can magically give a right click in the project and will be deployed in the OpenOffice. And also have a debug support, so you can debug from the IDE what's happening in OpenOffice. It also gives you the syntax highlight and autocomplete feature. And finally, it already packages your project to an OpenOffice extension, which is the OXT file that you're gonna see in the next slide. The OXT file means Office Extension Package. It exists since OpenOffice 2.04. Before that was UNO package, and before UNO package used to be a regular zip. OXT is a zip container that you got a manifest. We are used to that in jars file, wars file. You got a description XML that specify the dependencies that these extensions needs. and also specifies the license. You can specify a license for your extension, and during the installation of the extension inside OpenOffice, if the user don't agree with the license, the extension will not be installed. And also has the content, which are for example, packed in a jar. All the skeleton classes that you have implemented in the project wizard are put in a jars, and also the Excel files that are some internal OpenOffice configuration files. So this is time for the demo. I will not show during this video, so I hope you can choose me to be at JZoom, and I'm gonna show this demo live there. Thank you very much for your attention.